Oh my gosh, you guys, I am finally back. I've been gone for like a month. A lot has happened in the last month. But hey, first of all, I'm Kem from Kem Undressed. I think I only did like 2 or 3 episodes in the second season, and I went on vacation. I went to New York City to visit my good friend Lee. I stayed with her for like 10 days. And then when I came back, work just got really busy. I've been just staying busy. And you know what? I'm not really complaining. I rather be busy than not having to do at all. But I'm very excited to be back. And today I want to talk about a difference a whole year has made for me. I usually start my episodes with, "Hey, I'm Kem from Kem I'm Dressed. Today we are undressing, blah, blah, blah," whatever that topic is. But I don't know if this would make sense if I said, undressing what the past 12 months have been like for me. Does that make sense? I'll think about that later. But hey, right now, let's talk. First of all, as you can see, there is if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching the video, you can see that I have a backdrop behind me and it's a little wrinkly. This is not a real room and it looks crooked. Like my room is like, ew, it's a little crooked. Um, but I actually used this backdrop on my very first episode of Chem Undressed that I did with my friend Katie Causey. But then I was like, oh my gosh, I hate setting up the stands and putting the backdrop on and off, taking it off, moving things. I don't have an actual studio. In reality, I'm really sitting in my dining slash living room. I'm sitting at a table that I normally use for work. So usually I have like my two monitors, my laptop, and my keyboard and mouse and my drinks and whatever. Like right in front of me, you cannot see my table, but I have two water bottles. I have a mirror. I have a knife. I'll show you. I have a mirror. I have a knife. It's purple and it's cute. I have my eye glasses, wheelchair for your eyes. I heard somebody say that yesterday and I forgot. Was I watching Seinfeld? I don't remember. I got a remote control. I have a Kuromi hair clip because I had my hair clipped earlier. I also have a Hello Kitty mouse from Razer. And then I have my two water bottles, which I don't need to show you. I have my Mario makeup palette. I have my makeup cases, my skincare stuff. And I also have my pancake that I got from the Jellycat store at is inside FAO Schwartz. It's the Jellycat Diner, excuse me, inside FAO Schwartz in New York City. If you don't know what FAO Schwartz is, it's actually where back in the early 90s, or was it early 90s, when they filmed Home Alone 2, and Duncan's Toy Chest was actually FAO Schwartz, the original location of FAO Schwartz. And FAO Schwartz closed and then they reopened in the 30 Rock area in Rockefeller Center. But yeah, this was a $55 pancake, but it was a really cool experience. And this is my emotional support pancake. If you are watching, you might see my eyes go down and up and down, up and down because I'm actually looking at myself on the laptop. I can see myself, but then I have to remember my camera is right up there, right above the laptop. So, okay, so that took like 4 minutes of your time. All right, so let's get back to what I was going to talk. What was this episode about? I have so much going on. I really want to talk about my New York trip, but I think I'll save that for another podcast because this week is Thanksgiving week. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there. I want to talk about the things that I'm thankful for. In the last 12 months, it's been up and down, okay? But I will tell you compared to a year ago, I feel like I'm like, what is it, 100% better? Let's say 90% better. If you guys listen to an earlier episode from last season, or if you know me personally, you know a year ago I was hospitalized for a number of reasons. And one of them was because of my mental health. Now, last year I traveled a lot, and you think all the traveling would make me happy and whatever, but also I had a lot of loneliness, a lot of feeling of loneliness. Um, I was overwhelmed with work. I was so overwhelmed with work, but I'm always trying to do my best. I'm always trying to perfect things. But I think the main reason why my mental health just got worse was because I was lonely. I felt alone. Now, yes, I have friends and stuff. I do. And then, a lot of my friends have kids now. They have their own families. It's kind of hard to just plan something on the fly. You got to plan them out like weeks or months in advance. And it was kind of difficult for me. And I felt very left out as far as having someone in my life that's like a significant other, or a family of my own, because my friends started having their own families and they were busy with their own kids. And I didn't have that. So I try to tell myself, maybe you don't have that yet because, the time is not now. You got to focus on your career. I don't know if I was just making an excuse for myself, but just reliving that time a year ago, it's a little hard because it's still, even though it's like 12 months ago, it's the feeling is still fresh in my heart. But I will tell you, now I am completely different. So, okay. I'm trying to get my thoughts together. I'm like all over the place, and also I'm happy to be back. Yes, so I was in a hospital. So I ended up in a hospital because I was seeking mental help from a professional. I couldn't get in to see my regular therapist. I need to see somebody now. Like I needed meds, I needed a hug. Mostly I needed a hug, okay? A hug can fix a lot of things. So they told me, I did say stuff like, I just don't want to live. Like, and I think that triggered them to say, come into the hospital and you can speak to a counselor or a therapist or like a professional. I was getting Baker acted, and nobody told me that I was Baker acted the moment I walked in. They started stripping me of my belongings. And when they told me that they were looking to put me into a facility because they had no mental health professional in the hospital right now, I was like, well, I'm confused because you guys told me to come in here. Anyhow, I'm not going to go through the whole story again. You can go back to the episode called Undressing My Baker Act Experience, I believe it's called. Now, Baker Act in Florida, it just means that pretty much you are not really in control of your own life for like 2 to 3 days, if not more. I was also hospitalized due to other health reasons. And um, then that was Thanksgiving week. I spent Thanksgiving week in the hospital, and I was absolutely devastated because that's not how I thought, okay, maybe if I spent my time in the hospital, it'd be like a break from all the work that I was doing. Like it would be a vacation, but instead I was miserable. I felt worse. Mentally, I felt worse. I was always crying. I couldn't go outside. They wouldn't allow me outside. I couldn't take a shower, couldn't brush my teeth. If I had to brush my teeth, they had to watch me brush my teeth. So it's been 12 months, and each month I've been working on my mental health and I've been working on my physical health and such. I would say I am so much better. I am not 100% better. I'm not, and I may never be. I will always be working on myself mentally and physically, but I can accept that. I know I'm not going to be perfect ever, and that's okay. That's seriously okay. So if you guys think you're not perfect, like when will you ever be? or I don't I don't know, don't listen to me. Maybe you are perfect and I'm just fucked up. Okay. Also, in January, when I came back from my vacation, my 1 week vacation from Seattle, I think I was gone for longer, but I think I was only in Seattle for like a week. The first day back from vacation, I found out that I was losing my job that week. And I'm like, okay. And you know what? The crazy thing was, I wasn't even upset. I think I saw it coming. I don't know why, but I feel like it was going to happen and it did. And I had already accepted it before the day that it happened. Now, losing a job is not always a good thing. I think for me mentally, it helped because I was able to explore other things. I was able to be a bit more creative individually. I relaunched my business doing social media marketing, helping small businesses with their marketing plans or their social media plans. Um, Doing photography because I love photography so much. And also, it allowed me to start this podcast and it allowed me to work on a new podcast with my friends that called Call It Dot 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 Girl Dinner. Unfortunately, back in February, my beloved Shih Tzu of 12 years had passed away and I was just devastated. I felt like I kind of just fell back into depression for months, but at the same time, I was able to keep my head up and I don't know how. And I don't know it was the medicine. You know what? It might have been the medicine. I'm telling you what, the medicine works. The medicine for your mental health, if you're not using it and you think you need it, use it, please. My gosh, there's nothing wrong with it. And then I ran out of insurance and then I couldn't get my medicines anymore for my mental and physical health. Um, and then I relapsed when I ran out of my antidepressants. I relapsed, and I never relapsed before. Never understood what that meant until over the summer when I just ran out. And after a week, I think after a week of not taking the medicine, all of a sudden the feelings that I had that were like disguised by the medicine or bottled up by the medicine just exploded out of me. I was crying, I was stomping. I reverted back to how I was before I was in a hospital. Like it was so bad. It was it was so bad and I couldn't believe it happened again. And then I had that feeling of not wanting to exist again. The feeling of being extra lonely. And nobody wants to be, I guess some people want to be alone. I just don't think I want to be alone ever again. Sometimes being alone with myself is scary. But life update, I did get a new job back in the end of July, started a new job, and I love everyone so far. I love the company. They're great. They're great to me. They're great to their people. I have not experienced anything bad, but I'm not saying like, this company is perfect. There's no perfect company out there. But so far, so good. Keep it up, y'all. I'm doing great. Along the way in the last 12 months, I've learned to work on myself, set goals, and I've been trying to set up schedules. Like I have a Google Calendar on my phone. So if there's a bunch of things I need to do, I have to add it to my Google Calendar, add the task, add the events. I'm trying to get better at it because it helps with my anxiety. If I don't do it, then my brain is all over the place. I'm sorry. I am totally jumping all over the place because my thoughts are not together right now. I'm just talking as things come up. I have like 20 minutes left before I have to take the trash out because we have like a designated time to put the trash out and stuff. So I'm trying to hurry up here. I have a lot of things to be thankful for. A lot of things to be thankful for. First of all, doing a podcast with my friends, the other podcast that I do, has helped me mentally because it kind of forces me to connect with them every week or every other week. And we do interactive things like we cook separately. And then we talk about what we cooked and we talk about friendship and life. And it's a whole lot of good in that. The other thing that I've learned to do is open up to other people and accepting new friends, making new friends. And I think that has helped me mentally. I've met some amazing people this year, and I can say now, because of them, I feel more alive. I feel happy, and I haven't felt this genuine happiness in years. I'm telling you, like, I am the opposite of who I was 12 months ago. I feel refreshed. I feel brand new. Now, I'm not saying like I don't cry or get upset anymore. I still do. That's just a part of being human. I've been telling my friends how happy I've been feeling, and they're very happy for me because they know the shit that I've been through, especially this year and last year. But hey, listen, I made it through. I made it through, even on the days where I'm just like, I'm never going to get through it. It's like, what's the point of trying? But every day, I just get better with myself. I'm learning to set boundaries for myself. I'm setting boundaries with myself as well, like not trying to overwork myself with all my projects, all my personal projects. I learned not to really work on the weekends. I used to work like every single day. And then when I started this new job, I was like, all right, Kim, you starting a new job and you have a lot of other projects to work on. Try to work on them on like Monday through Friday. Now, there are times where I do work on these projects on the weekends just because like maybe I'm just overloaded or overwhelmed on the weekdays. But I try not to do so much of it on the weekends, and it has helped me. I've also learned how to like disconnect from social media on the weekends. And if you've never done that before, like if you say you can't do a social media cleanse, try it for a weekend. It feels so good. And some people delete the apps on the weekends and then re-download on Monday. I have self-control where if I don't need to open it, I'm not going to open it. I really don't care what's going on in the world on the weekends. Sometimes I do post on social media on the weekends, but I don't really scroll through it just because I didn't have time to like figure out what I was going to post throughout the week. But I do recommend a social media cleanse at least for the weekend. And also like going on do not disturb, I don't care. Like I will go on do not disturb for my mental health. That's me setting boundaries. Now, if there's an emergency, you can call me. I think you call me like certain people can call me like 3 times and it'll come through if you have an emergency. Otherwise, your text messages they can wait because I don't think anybody's gonna text message me an emergency, right? Nobody's doing that, right? Okay, I think I'm gonna like maybe wrap up this episode. It was supposed to be a very short one, but I do want to say thank you to all of my listeners, my followers. I really appreciate you supporting me. I know sometimes my episodes are not that interesting or whatever. Like I am getting there, you guys. Just be patient with me and thank you for sticking by me. This is only going to get better. It really is. I am still looking for people to come on a show to talk about a bunch of things. I'm still looking for people who want to come on a show and talk about their coming out stories because I think your stories could help others and can help others who are trying to figure out how they can come out to their friends and family, ones that are hiding and the ones we want to hug and say it's okay. I know. Also, I just want to say fuck you, Florida, because why can't we have recreational marijuana, you dumbasses? You fucking dumbasses. That is all I gotta say. This is a new mic. I wonder if it picked up on my whispers. I'm also looking for swingers. Any swingers who want to come on the show and talk about this lifestyle. I'm not familiar with the lifestyle. However, I am very curious. I know there are other people who are curious. We're not here to make fun. I just want to understand it better. I want to know like how did you and your partner decide that hey, let's add a third person to the mix? Does it make your life more exciting? Do you feel like you are still faithful to your partners? Do you feel like it makes your relationship stronger? And then how do you find other people to join this threesome, foursome party? I'm not sure what to call it. I really don't want to disrespect this lifestyle. That's hey, that's you guys. You do you if you're happy. I'm interested in learning more about that. I also want to have guests, specifically women. It doesn't have to be women. It could be men too. Um, to come on and talk about sex. I know sex is a very broad topic, but we can certainly find something and narrow it down. So, whatever it is about sex that you want to talk about, please reach out to me and I'll see if that's something that I can make happen for you on this podcast. I think that is it for now. Again, I appreciate you for your support. Oh my gosh, you guys, you have no idea. Okay, I'm going to try and wrap this up again. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your hugs and kisses. I am truly grateful. So, with that said, have a beautiful, relaxing Thanksgiving. Don't cook too hard. Don't eat too hard. I don't know. Whatever you do on Thanksgiving, dude, just chill. Just chill and maybe listen to this. Whatever you do, whatever. And hey, don't go crazy on Black Friday. Do people still go crazy on Black Friday? Like, do you go crazy online? Do you run over people online now? Do people go like, does the mall open up at midnight? Does that even happen anymore? I don't even know. I need to get out the house. Well, anyway, thank you. And I'll catch you in the next one. Hey, you can listen to me anywhere you get your podcasts. Follow me on Instagram at HelloKemi, at KemUndress. I am also on, I think that's it. I think I have a Facebook, but I'm not like paying attention to it. I'm not the biggest fan of Facebook. And I think I have a TikTok, but I'm not doing anything yet. I am the worst social media manager. I can't listen, I take care of my clients, but I cannot even take care of myself. However, I'll be all right. Okay. I'm leaving now. Bye. Love you. And I'll catch you in the next one.